Hello and welcome to the Milwaukee Blitzball Club. We got game 13, the Fighters and the Invaders battling for potentially the number one seed. The starting pitchers, Mason Sinkbile, Cameron Dewey, Mason just speeding toward a potential Cy Young. Here we see the starting lineup for the Invaders. Been solid offensively, nothing super great for them, but they've won 3 out of their 4 games so far. But this will be their toughest test facing off against the Fighters. Mason Sinkbile throwing to Joe here, and he will walk him. First runner of the game for the Invaders. Base runner is going to be important against Sinkbile. Has not given up a ton this year as he dots the outside corner. Down the middle with a fastball. Just misses with the slider. Screwball up high. Swinging on a foul back from Cam. Big violent swing from him. And he walks Cam. 2 runners on for the Invaders, trying to get stuff across against Mason, which has been tough this year. Strike on the corner. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Ben goes down fast. Joe back up to the plate with 2 runners on and 1 out down the middle with the fastball. Joe can't pull a trigger. That one hits him. Swinging a pop foul. Joe all over that one. Down and in. Fastball. Fouls it off. Swing and a miss. Joe strikes out swinging. 2 outs in the inning for Cameron Dewey. Swing and a miss. Outside fastball. 81 though. No pitch. Inside corner with the heater. Down the middle. Cam down to 2 strikes. Mason. Slider grip. Just misses. Swinging a dribbler up the right side foul. Runners will have to go back. Cam just fouls it off. Low. Swinging a miss down the middle. Mason gets out of the jam. 2 runners on. Strikes out 3 in a row. Mason, Trevor, and the newcomer Derek, who had a great game against the Silverbacks his first time out. Cam Dewey on the mound, another solid pitcher in the Milwaukee Blitzball Club, looking to shut things down against the Fighters here, give his Invaders a chance for the 1 seed. Invaders would have to win this game and their last game of the season in order to take the 1 seed, but a doable feat for him as Dewey walks Sinkbile to open the bottom of the first. Trevor Bird up to the plate. Swinging a pop-up on the left side. Joe camps under it, makes the catch for the out. Contact from Trevor, but it ends in a weak contact and an out. Strike down the middle with the riser. Swing and a miss with the 2-seam. Cam drops the arm slot. Going to get him with a knuckle drop there and missed. Swinging a foul back off of his leg. And a strike. Cam locks him up with the riser on the bottom pipe. Swing and a miss down the middle. 80 from Cam. Swing and a blast from Sinkbile. He goes deep. Just wraps it around the right field foul pole. Takes Cam yard, and the Fighters up 2-0. A blast by Mason Sinkbile to put his Fighters up early in this one. Cam was looking to get out of the inning with no damage, but Sinkbile took that one deep. A walk to Trevor keeps the inning alive. Strike from Dewey. That 2-seamer working pretty well today. 2-seam riser combo from him. Slider gets the inside corner. What a pitch. Backs Derek off. And Cam gets out of the inning, but damage done. 2-0 Fighters. Derek Sinkbile on the mound went 1-2-3 through the Silverbacks in his first ever pitching appearance. Swing off the fists. Derek fields it. Tags Ben out on the play. Good contact from Ben, but in off of his hands results in a ground out. Joe patient here as he works the walk. one runner on. A big swing could tie this ball game now for the Invaders, and Cam has been the one to do it. Swinging a foul, another violent swing from him. Down and away, I should say. He works the walk, 2 runners on, with Ben back up to the plate. Made good contact last at bat. See if he can do it again. Perhaps get on base. Down low. Strike through the zone. Another strike on the bottom pipe. And he loses him. Ben works the walk. The bases are loaded for Joe. Derek coming at you just with the fastball. Can be something to sit on. Kind of a 3/4 arm slot. Joe swings and misses. 2 strikes on him. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Joe strikes out. And Derek 1 out away from getting out of the jam. Cam just dodges that one. Grounds it up the left side. Mason fields. Throws to Derek. Out at first. And Derek gets out of the jam. Top of the 2nd inning comes and goes. The Invaders load the bases but can't get any runs. And now they're going to have to get multiple off Mason Sinkbile in the top of the 3rd, which has been a tall task. Swinging a blast. Mason goes deep again. Cam leaves that riser down the middle and Mason blasts off. As he comes across the 3rd run of the game for the Fighters. Mason on a tear here, as Trevor had to leave the game, so it will be Sinkbile and Sinkbile. Slider, disgusting. Cam strikes out Derek, first out of the inning. Hits Mason. Maybe some payback for the 2 home runs. Mason has been sitting on that fastball for Cam, going a little bit more off speed this at bat. Nice 2-seam on the outside corner. He's going to work the walk. Cam being careful with Mason in that at bat. He's already hit 2 home runs off him in this game. Strike on the bottom pipe. Ball outside. Cam struggling with the command here, which is not an issue for him normally, but Mason lines that one. That one's foul. Once in a while, he'll get a little bit out of his mechanics. Nice rising slider from him to strike out Mason. 2 outs in the inning. Down the middle with the fastball. Just misses outside. He's just missing these corners. This is resulting in some Fighters walks. And another one here will load the bases for him. With the dangerous Mason up to the plate, who has seen Cam well so far in this game. Way high with the fastball. He's going to walk Mason. That's the 4th run for the Fighters. Strike on the bottom pipe. Swinging a sword there. Didn't want to do it. Fastball low. Another fastball low. Cam cannot find that fastball command right now. Strike on the corner with the slider. What a pitch. He's finding that backdoor slider to Sinkbile. Cannot find much else at this point. Goes back to it. Strike 2. Just misses. Another slider locks him up. Cam, three sliders, 3 strikes. As the Invaders will need 5 in this top of the 3rd off of Mason Sinkbile, who, like I said in the open, could very well win the Cy Young for the league this year. Has given up, I believe, 1 run on the season, and the Invaders will need 5 in an inning as Ben strikes out. Does not help there. Mason tries the slider and misses. Joe takes a strike, looking to get on base. Needs base runners. 1 run doesn't do him any good. Just misses, and Joe works the walk for a base runner for the Invaders. Strike on the bottom pipe. Swing and a miss. Cam strikes out. Invaders down to their last out. Only one runner on. They're going to need a few more of those. Strike in the inside corner. Nothing you can do about that pitch as a right-handed hitter. Swing and a miss. Down to their last strike are the Invaders. But Ben works the walk. 2 runners now on for Joe. Mason trying some stuff. 84 on the gun. That was a waste pitch for him, I believe. Way high with the fastball. Joe walks, bases loaded for the Invaders, and now a blast could put him within 1. 81 on the gun. Mason ramping up the velo here. Cam swinging a miss. Looks like he slipped on that one. Strike on the top pipe. Invaders once again down to their last strike. Ben once again works a walk. Invaders within 4. Ben up to the plate. Strike down the middle. Ball low. Drops the arm. Screwball top pipe. Strike 2. Strike 3. Ben swinging a miss. 83 on the swing, not the pitch. And the Invaders drop the game 5-1 to the Fighters. They will go to 3-2 on the season. The Fighters finish their perfect season at 6-0 and claim the number 1 seed in the playoffs behind, again, what will most likely be a Cy Young season for Mason Sinkbile. Thank you for watching this Game 13, and be sure to come back for Game 14, the last game of the regular season.